Yep, I know you're expecting me to be coming from the trail to you today. I'm actually coming, obviously, from the table to you. In fact, we've just been out sort of on the trail for a run from Agora out around the Hamilton Lake. But we are back here around the table, and it's a good place to be. Though I love to get out and run around, it's really good just to hang with Mark and just have a meal together. And I think it's one of the things that in our Kiwi culture that was a huge part of our culture for many years, and maybe is not quite as much a part of our culture these days as it used to be. I can remember as a kid always meals around the table. Now there were some negatives about that, like not being allowed to get down from the table until you had chewed and swallowed down all those overboiled veggies. Yes, the table was a bit too strict, I would say, but there were some good things too, because the table was the place where family gathered, the place where people sat around and had conversation. And as we enter this next series, the next part of Love One Another, where we've been considering the oneness of the community, now we think about the one another part, we're going to do that around the table. And so I'm pretty excited that over the next 6 weeks that our Love One Another will be around the table. We've got a few lunches coming up, and we're going to do those on a Sunday. We're going to be looking in God's Word to see how that the table was a central part of loving one another, and that there's a lot of things that happen around the table. Hospitality obviously happens around the table. Serving one another happens around the table. There's great diversity around the table, and sometimes disagreements happen, and the best place for them to happen is actually probably around the table, so that we can hear one another and talk things through. And even though we might disagree, we don't have to be divided. So anyway, just want to encourage you to keep your eye out and ear out and accept those invitations to come and gather around the table. And I'm just going to carry on and enjoy the last of my little feed here and my time of friendship around the table, and just encourage you over these next weeks to, as much as possible, gather around the table with others. Catch you later.